This is Take and Hold. It is one of my favorite, if not the favorite game in H3VR, and I'm going to show you everything about it, explain how it works for anyone who is completely lost on it. It is a bit of a learning curve, but if someone's actually explaining it to you while they're playing the game, I feel like it's a lot easier to find out. So, on the On the left, we have the categories, and this basically is just the types of characters you can get. And each character has their own weapon pool, their own enemies, and their own progression. So, during defaults, we have Beginner Blake. This is basically what you would want to start with, and we will probably use this as our example. As a simplified weapon pool, beginner progression starts with a high cap pistol, melee weapon, and 2 health power-ups. You can also do classic loadout Lewis, which is a little bit more difficult. On-site procurement Patrice starts only with a combat knife, very difficult. And Ricky Dicky Random, probably what you will be playing the most, which is just completely random weapons all the time. Very, very fun, but I would definitely recommend at least doing a couple runs on Beginner Blake. And then you also have a bunch of other ones, so you have like different time frames, you have different memes. So this is Half-Life. You have just like a H3 or H5N1. What's it called? The fucking zombie game. I can't remember what it's called. Flaccid Steak is meat. Oh my god, I can't. Flaccid Steak is I almost said Metal Gear. They also call it Metal Gear. And Snacks and Hail is very much a TF2 type one. And then you also have competitive ones. Tournament Toby, very, 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 very difficult, but this is like the competitive one. So we'll be starting on Daring Defaults. Game length can be a 5 standard, 3, or endless, basically just how long you want to play. And then the hold sequence, we're going to start at 0 because it will increase the amount of difficulty in the holds, and I'll explain what holds are in a moment. And we will start on classic hallways because it is the most basic and easiest to understand. Equipment mode is basically just spawn lock enable or limited ammo. This means that when you put ammo into your vest, you can spawn lock it, which means you get infinite ammo. If you want to do a limited ammo run, there are ways to get ammo in the game, but it basically just makes it so you really have to make sure you're hitting all your shots and not wasting ammo. I pretty much never do limited ammo. That's mostly just for competitive stuff, so we're going to avoid that. Health mode, pretty self-explanatory, standard, 1 hit, or custom. You can disable the score. Here are the high scores from everyone who has been playing the game. And AI difficulty, I usually just do hardcore because AI is too easy on arcade, but if you want to, starting out, use the 1 on arcade. Radar detect mode, I would probably have this on your first run. Basically, it just allows you to see all of the enemies on the map on your left or on your left wrist while you are going throughout the mode. So I always turn it off because I never need it. Target mode, it's basically just like all the different targets, simple or no targets, basically just like difficulties. These are all difficulties. And then item spawner, basically disabled is you do not get to choose your weapon starting out. It chooses for you. If you enable it, you can choose whatever gun you want, build whatever you want. It's a lot better for custom runs. Always disables the score because it has to be the same for every person doing the exact same run. So if everyone's choosing different weapons, it doesn't really work like that. So it's a gun reloading, basically just means if you kill one of the SOSIC enemies, you can use their guns, and if you shake it a lot, it'll reload. Background audio, just the music or ambient only. I'm going to do ambient only and add my own music later. And then narration basically just says like information about the game. And then radar, left or right hand. I keep it on my left. So that's pretty much it. To start the game, grab your hot dog. And if you want to grab it from a distance, press B on your right controller or Y on your left controller, aim the little laser until it turns blue, and then hold grip. And there you go. Game starts off with a weapon case, as well as a melee item and some health. Once it loads.
Uplink successful. Target system detected.
We have our map here.
Take it.
H is for hold, and the blue icon is a buy area. To open the case, simply press trigger on the latches, and then grip on the top to pull it up. It will give you a random weapon to start with that is in the weapon pool of whatever character you have. This is a single shot pistol MP5. To spawn lock ammo, simply place it. So like when it turns white, that's when you can place things. Once it is in there, you can press Y on the left controller or B on the right, Once it turns blue, now you can spawn as many as you want. Nice. Oh, we have our health packs here. We can put those down here. Not going to use those, probably. And then we also have a melee weapon. I typically don't use that anyway. So, yeah, here we go. All we have to do is look at our map. We can see where the first hold is. So we will go this way. Each hold is progressively more difficult as it goes on. So these guys do drop weapons such as knives and guns. Once they are out, if you don't have Sosa gun reloading on, then you can't use it anymore. If you do have it on, you simply just shake it until it makes a little ding sound, and then you can start firing again. You spawn lock your weapon. Spawn locking anything is basically B on the right controller or Y on the left. Spawn locking the weapon allows you to never lose it. So if I'm holding it out, I let go, it'll immediately jump back to my holster. If it is not spawn locked, I let go, it'll just fall to the ground. Okay, so let's reload. And to start the hold, you simply tap the node. These barriers will pop up. And there will be 3 different areas for the SO6 to attack from. Just like that. You can grab their guns if you want. Dual wield that shit. Oh, come here. Here we go.
What's that?
Didn't work. Alright, so these are the attack points that you need to destroy in order to go to the next level. So simply shoot until they're all destroyed. Once they're all destroyed, that'll go away, and it'll give you the next options. It will unlock new buy areas for new weapons or a new hold. You will also get tokens to purchase at the shops. There are mods that allow you to see how many tokens you have, but it will show you at the buy station as well. Sometimes there are roving bands of guards that run around the level looking for you. Just be aware of that. You might run into some. So these little buy areas will have some guards as well as some boxes, so we can kill the guard. There might be one over here. Nope. And then shoot the box. The box will either have a health pack, which I don't need, or it will have a token to let you buy stuff. So there's a couple different options at the buy station. You can duplicate your mag if you are doing a limited ammo run and want to have multiple magazines. You can increase the size of the magazine by simply placing the magazine on here and then pressing this one over here, which makes it larger. So biggest one we have is a little double drum mag here. Drum mags cannot fit in the regular mag areas or even the small ammo or weapon areas. You have to go to a full weapon area, which is your bottom right, your top left, or your top right. I'm going to put mine on the top left. And now we have a bunch of ammo on a single shot MP5. I just use all my tokens. I will get more at the holds, but you can also go over here. You can get different weapons. So you can the SMG, and then if you have tokens left over, you can also swap this around. So it'll be like SMG, shotgun, sniper, stuff like that. And then you also have defensive buffs, power-ups, as well as health power-ups. So we can either go straight to the next hold, or we can go to the next buy area. I don't have any tokens left, and I don't know if the boxes in the next buy area will drop any tokens. So I'm going to go straight to the hold so I can get more tokens to buy more weapons. And there's one of those roving bands that will occasionally show up. You can kind of see it on here. The map is 3D. So if you look at the map, the hold is below me, so I have to go down these stairs. This is very important on other maps such as Institution, where there's multiple levels up and down. So you have to know that this map does adapt to your height, or I guess altitude. And you can see that there. So now we're on the same level, and we can go to the hold. You don't actually have to kill all of the enemies to start the game, or start the hold. You can just simply tap it, and then any enemies that are currently alive will explode.
Hold this position.
Oh,
Analyzing
did I not
system.
spawn lock that? I did.
What's going on over here? Investigating.
They will randomly spawn from different areas, but they are typically, at least from my experience, in the furthest area from you. They tend to not really spawn directly next to you. So this hold will be 2 levels. That was the first one, and now we will go to a second alternate level that has different objectives to complete. But each one will continue on in that sequence. So first hold has 1, second hold has 2, third hold has 3, and then so on. Awesome. So if you mess up like I did and I forgot to spawn lock my ammo, that means that the ammo I currently have on my hip is not full ammo. For these, they are bulletproof to the side, so you have to shoot right in the middle. Pretty easy. That. Like that. So if I use a bunch of ammo, so let's just say I have like 10 shots left, and this is like a 50 round drum. All I have to do to reload this so I can have a full drum, I heard him, is bring your other hand forward, press the grip button, and then you press Y or B on whatever hand is, so like on the left hand, to eject some of the ammo so that I only had 4 shots left. So if I want to reload this magazine, I simply put the ammo into my slot, I spawn lock it, and then if I grab the ammo, I can then put more ammo back into it by pressing B on the right hand controller. Like so. Now I can grab all the ammo and load it in to the magazine. There are mods that make this much faster. This is a pretty slow method of doing it. But this is going to be a completely vanilla run, so no mods are being used. As you can see, it takes a while to load these in. But I will have a full magazine by the time I'm done. And maybe I can get another MP5 and use this with it. Wow, this is definitely taking a while. How many rounds are there? Is this 50 or 100? Okay, now it's done. So I know this one does not have a full magazine's worth, and I can even just kind of like pop this out to see. So I'm going to spawn lock the full one, and now I have a full drum for my shooting pleasure. So I completed a hold. Now I should have more tokens to buy in the next area. So all we're going to do is go to one of the buy stations, kill the enemies that are there, and buy some new weapons. Rulia is up to the port, so I went downstairs, and you can see this little line here. It shows it's upstairs, so I know I went the wrong way. So I just go back upstairs. Now I'm on an even level, and it will be over here.
Hey, what's this?
Still no tokens. This is the gun recycler. If you buy a weapon you don't like, simply put the weapon here, press the check, and you will get a token in return for it. Good way to make money back. So I want to get a new gun. I don't really want a pistol. I'm going to press the unlock, and now I can swap between different options. So I can either get an SMG or a pistol. I already have a pistol, so let's get an SMG. I don't have enough tokens for an assault rifle or a battle rifle, so I'm going to, well, I guess I could, if I really want to, I could sell this, get one more token.
Override token found.
And now I can buy an assault rifle or a battle rifle. I'm going to go with battle rifle because it does more damage. We'll give you a random one. This is a AVT-40. Load it in. Press the B button on the right-hand controller or Y on the left hand to turn the safety off. And then rack it back using the grip to grab it. Now we have battle rifle. Much stronger. Okay. So we are out of tokens again, so we can go to the next hold. Yeah, that's why I wanted the battle rifle, because it just tears through these dudes. So there's a couple different ways to reload. Some weapons have a magazine ejection, which is A on the bottom of your right-hand controller or X on the bottom of your left. This one does not. So you can either pull the magazine out, reload, or if you grab the magazine and then you press Y on the left-hand controller or A on the right, sorry, X on the left-hand controller, A on the right, then you can mag palm and swap that way. So we could go to the... I guess we'll just do it. So hopefully one of these will have a token. There we go. So now we have a token, which
token found.
gives us the ability to buy more stuff. If I want to, I can get a sniper scope, which I don't want to because this does not have Picatinny rails on it. I probably won't be able to put it on. This is also the ammo reloader. You place ammo here, and in limited ammo, you can fill your magazines. You can change the ammo types. You can get tracers, AP incendiary, all that stuff, as well as different types of reloading mechanisms such as speed loaders, clips, single bullets, stuff like that. I don't really need to do that, so I'm going to go to the next hold. Oh shit! And I'm out. I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to start this, and I'm going to find a corner to sit in. You can actually kind of like skirt the line over here. Just be aware that your gun will hit the wall, so it's kind of hard to from here. But it is not impossible. If you listen really well... Oh, this is full auto? I didn't know that. I don't really want full auto. So, same thing. Small ones first. Ah, come on! Look at those misses. That was great.
All right. To next system layer.
You can definitely hear which directions they're coming from.
System.
Over there. And over there. Come on. It's so hard to aim with these iron sights. So you can see my health on my wrist here. So the circle being full means full health. And it eventually turns orange and red. So these are the swarms. You have to shoot all three of these. Go to the next one. If you can aim. Which I cannot. There we go. So it isn't always the same sequence. Was that 3? I felt like 2.
Override tokens found.
I don't know. Each hold gives you more tokens to choose from. I'm actually going to go and get a different gun. I'm not a huge fan of how long this is. So basically just need to look and see that these two are below. This one is on the same level, so I'm going to go to that one because it's closest. A lot of SOSIGs will just be like hanging out in the hallways. Oh, come on. There we go.
Override token.
You don't see your health above you. 4165. Tap that. Now we're full health. Now we're full circle. Okay. So each buy area has different stations. So you're not always going to get the same stations. There will always be a buy menu, but there won't always be a recycler or an ammo loader or a magazine improver. It really just depends on which area you're in. So if we want to, we can look through here. We can get like a minigun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher. As you go on the game, you get better weapons going forward. So let's just do an assault rifle. All right, little British one here. Is this L85A2? Okay, still not my favorite because the iron sights are not terrible, but definitely not the best. We'll spawn like that, spawn like that. We can also take grenades from enemies And if we want to, we can get some attachments. But let's get a grip. Why not? We put a grip on here, and I'll mitigate recoil a little bit. All right, let's go to the next hold. I feel like I heard here, maybe not. Okay. So next hold will be upstairs. Fun thing about ladders, you can grab the side to climb up, or really cool, you can just grab it and throw yourself up. Here we go. See, I don't want to kill him yet, so I'm just gonna do that and it'll wipe it for me.
Hold this position.
And this is a unique rifle where if you press this switch here, now it'll be full auto. You cannot change the full auto on the controllers alone like most guns. Some of them just have those weird quirks. Where'd they come? They are. Unfortunately, you cannot spawn lock SOSIG guns or equipment. So you're just kind of stuck with that.
Static encryption detected.
All right, static.
Neutralize it.
So let's go. Woo. Let's actually nade these guys.
What's over there?
Dang, that grenade took a while. Let's do this instead. Yeah, that's like so hard to aim. If I can actually aim this.
Encryption
There we go.
neutralized.
Going to the next one. So as you can see, it's a
Advancing
relatively
to next
simple
system layer.
game mode. It's essentially just a roguelite with extra steps.
Analyzing system.
And yeah, it's really fun once you get used to it, and then once you get bored of the regular one, you can download mods and drastically change everything in the game, which is what I like to do. I have a modding tutorial on my channel, so want to learn how to mod,
Passive encryption
or at least use mods. Okay, so this one's new. You have to fire at these ones individually. If you miss and hit the middle, it will add one back. So you have to make sure you hit all of them correctly. Otherwise, you'll be there for a very long time. I really wish I had a bigger magazine for this.
Encryption
There we go.
neutralized.
This doesn't have a mag ejection either,
Data extracted.
but it does have a bolt release, so if you eject the mag,
Advance
and you
to
can just
next
simply press
system
this
node and
to
take it.
send the bolt home. Just a little bit quicker instead of trying to rack it. Every gun is different. Like, honestly, one of the hardest parts of the game is just understanding all of the weapons and how they work, how to operate them, all the different buttons and kind of quirks with every single one. That is definitely the hardest part of this game. The actual shooting is relatively easy. It's just learning every single weapon, because there are literally hundreds. Alright, got a little token, more health. If I want to, I can get another weapon. Screw it, why not? Alright, a little HK. G36 with big ass drum mags. Cool.
Well, dough me up and call me a pig in a blanket.
If for some reason you want to use the bipod, press trigger on the bipod, it'll come down, and then if you set it on an object, and it stabilizes it. You can also stabilize on a wall as well. So if you press the forward trigger, so for me that's left, it will stabilize it against the wall. If you don't, then it'll just kind of, well, yeah, it's a little glitchy, but yeah.
What a jerk.
At least with the HK, you can simply eject the mag, slap a new one in. Much less
Interfacing with system node.
you have to do.
Hold this position. Analyzing system.
And these are all like very unarmored SOSIGs. They don't really have a lot of protection. even at this level. So it's pretty easy. I think I did endless actually, so we'll do 5.
Encryption detected.
Good thing about the HK is it has a built-in scope.
Encryption neutralized.
Come on.
Advancing to next system
Foldable stock.
layer.
You can move that back and forth.
Analyzing system.
If this seems boring, that's mostly just because I'm using the I'm doing the literal easiest one. It is much harder when you start doing some of the competitive ones, Ricky Dicky Random. Okay, here's a new one. So this one kind of like flies around and you have to shoot at it while it is stationary. And it will eventually slow. The longer they're out, the slower they go. So you have a better chance of shooting them.
Hold successful. Data extracted.
Okay. Let's do one more and call it. So, looks like, let's just go get one more buy area and then we'll go to the hold. So, yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I will answer them as quickly as I can. Grenade launcher, why not? To grab multiple ammo, grab one with the grip, and then on the left hand X or on the right hand A, simply hold that button and then swipe over all the other things. You can also hit the SOSIGs with the guns.
Oh dear.
What's going on? Weird. Yeah, they can be panicked, by the way. Okay, I'm running out of room, and I don't really like this one, so I'm going to get rid of this. And I don't have a buy station or a sell station, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And then put some grenades in. Is that it? Yep. Cool. Now we have room for our grenade launcher. And ready to go. Actually, could get an optic or even a pistol. Nope, these are just heavy. Okay, never mind. Well, can we afford anything else? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the hole. Damn! Yeah, it gets a little wacky once you start getting into the really heavy shit. Nope, so it's gonna be upstairs, left. Yoink. Come on. Get out. I don't want these anymore. Oh, they already fired. Oh, shit. Yeah, you can one-hand a lot of these weapons. They're, not exactly realistic that way. Grenades can definitely injure you as well if you're too close. Just beware of that.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position. Analyzing system.
Okay. Last hold, then we'll call it. Typically there's music, but I'll put my own. Oh, yep. That's what happens when it's too close. So there you go. That is taken hold. It gives you all the stats breakdown of everything that happened. You can see which ones you scored in, which ones you completed, your actual score. Yeah, I'm pretty far away from the top there. But yeah, there you go. That's taken hold. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will answer them as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching.